I ain't kidding, Pitts. Now you keep running your mouth over there, something's gonna happen.
Don't want me just gonna go sit out at 98.
What did I start here?
Somebody, holy, unbelievable. Might as well fire a few more bullets. Make sure we zeroed in.
Just went for a little run, trying to get in elk shape, which I may not look it, but I'm getting there. 3 miles, that's the goal. Got to get to 3 miles. I'm at 2.5. You know, Brent bailed me out. I got to 2, and he was walking. I said, you know what? I think I'll
walk along.
I think it'd be a good opportunity for me to kind of witness to him, you know, and kind of bring him along, because he's a preacher, you know. So I'm trying to bring him in so he knows what he's talking about. So it'd be a good opportunity for me to talk to him and spend some time.
He taught me a lot, man. I learned a lot. You know, all that schooling I went to, it didn't matter. I learned more from Daniel this morning. 30-minute walk. He listens to a lot of good Christian music too, Biggie Smalls and Tupac, and the radio version. The radio version. I mean, obviously the radio version.
So Steve owns this cabin, owns this land we're staying on, hunted with him for several years, and he always enjoys, like we all do, hanging out in camp and seeing who's going to be here. And so we told him that the preacher was coming. He's like, the preacher? And then I don't remember who it was. Told him, yeah, he's a WWE star, and they call him the preacher. And I think he does preach on the side, but they call him the preacher. That's kind of his personality, putting the fear of God in you. So Brent's here, and we've got Steve all worked up thinking he's a professional wrestler, and he's going to go into character when Steve walks up and put on a little show. So it'll be funny.
And I got the bald head going on, so I'm like Stone Cold's cousin. So I'm going to get into Stone Cold character, all kind of stuff. And then I'm going to split personalities. Like I can think of all kind of stuff already, like where I'm talking to him, I'm normal, so I'm sorry to take some time to get out of character, and then I'm gonna switch and just snap on like Pitts.
They look like they flying all right. I think the boat's fine. I'm gonna get that sucker tied in. I feel like you won't. I just may aim just a tick higher than usual. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna mess with it.
They call him the preacher.
The preacher?
The preacher, yeah.
You like wrestling?
Huh?
You like wrestling?
I used to wrestle in high school.
Did you?
But not the entertaining wrestling.
You ever heard about Stone Cold and Steve Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm his cousin, so I'm just breaking into the wrestling business. You know, it's a tough business, but I apologize if sometimes I get in and out of character. When you become like one with the industry, you start thinking, you start becoming that character, so I apologize. Pitts he's smiling over there laughing, it ain't funny. I'm about to take him, he's got that mustache, and sweep the floor with him.
All I gotta say is you better pack a lunch.
You hear that?
We'll throw a ring in the front yard.
I ain't kidding, Pitts. Now you keep running your mouth over there, something's gonna happen. I'm sorry, y'all. It just sometimes
I can't cut it off.
I can't cut it off because if I run into fans out there, it's kayfabe. They gotta know.
I got enough work to do in here. I don't need the inside busted up in.
A lot of folks say it ain't real, but I think it's real.
Listen now, we ain't gonna talk about it. We don't use the F word around here. What I mean is fake. Now that's where things get serious.
He's definitely in character, ain't he?
You're not gonna want to fight me where I'm about to go.
He's about to go.
He's a winner in there.
My bad.
I grew up watching
man.
Vern Gagne.
Who?
Vern Gagne.
Now Vern's a tough guy. He broke in Ric Flair in the wrestling business. Did all that. Vern's
champion for years.
You don't get any tougher than
Then his
Vern
kid,
Gagne.
Rick Gagne, followed in his footsteps. And then they be selling Jarrett-Speed on the
I like
side.
this guy already. He likes Vern. I like Vern. Vern's a hard worker. Vern's used to put bags on people, 50-pound bags, make them walk upstairs, flights of stairs till they're passed
You ever
out.
know about Mad Dog Vachon?
Oh, I'm all about Mad Dog.
My uncle lived right across the street from Mad Dog in Omaha. No.
What did I start here?
I ain't that sneak out.
Realtree Road Trips is brought to you by Onyx Hunt, Scent Thief, Bushnell, First Products, Baku Bikes, and Hoist.
We're riding into this field that Sean and Brian scouted
yesterday evening. Saw quite a few deer. We think there's watering hole down here, so we're gonna go take a look and kind of see the surrounding area and what our options are. They were actually scouting from way back there yesterday evening, and we pulled up Onyx right here, and we're looking at the screen, and it looks like there's a watering hole right down in here. And as hot as it is right now, we're talking about 100 degrees this afternoon, so they're definitely going to be looking for water. So what we're going to do is ride down here and see if it is a watering hole. Looks like one through Onyx, but we're going to go down here and confirm it. We're hoping it is a watering hole. Yep, and there's water in it.
That's what he was doing.
There's water in it. We're golden.
Stop here. I'm thinking the blind right over here.
They were scouting from way back here about 400 yards, and they saw all the deer kind of gravitating to this area right here.
So that first buck that came out, he was like getting lost in this tall grass.
Okay, in this
so
tall
he
grass.
He came from that backside and was in that tall stuff. It
Right.
was like a low spot.
Right.
I'm like, dang man, it's a low spot in there. Well,
Yeah,
now we
Yeah.
know why.
I think this will be a good location. It'll give us, with the wind we're dealing with, I think we got a chance at shooting him before he gets to the watering hole and also in the watering hole. These redneck bale blinds are perfect. They're really lightweight. You can move them all over the field. As you can see, there's a bunch of hay bales already out here, so it's going to blend in nicely.
All right, we're here in Nebraska. Cut some limbs out of the way. We've got a food plot here that's kind of pulling them in real tight. Mr. Bruce has got a little water hole right here. So we got a whole salad bar out there we're hoping they come to tonight. This is very close to the same spot that Tyler Jordan killed that Mr. Perfect last year. So we got high hopes. It's gonna be fun. Just a couple little trimmings to get off these trees, and we're ready to roll.
Feeling pretty good. I'll be feeling better after a little caffeine. Ooh, that's dark too, almost like tar. Might as well be caffeined up while we're sweating. Make you sweat a little bit more. I think our first hit might be, hope I'm wrong, gonna be more observation.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, but you never know, because yesterday nothing came within bow range of that tree. But where we're gonna be, we can see everything.
Yeah.
So
Might get a better gauge on something.
then we might have to move in tomorrow around mid-morning, sneak in there and hang something up. But maybe we get lucky this evening. You don't never know. 98's hot no matter where you at. Don't normally just gonna go sit out in 98. That takes something pretty special going on, just go sit out in 98. But it is opening day of deer season in Nebraska, so that's something pretty special. Realtree Road Trips is brought to you by Federal, Hoyt, Primal Outdoors, Monster Mill, Redneck Blinds, and Team Realtree Sausage.
You got 8 inches. That right there is probably where I'm gonna have to be. Yeah, I like this setup. I think we're in a really, really good spot right here. As hot as it is, they're gonna have to come to this water.
We're set up here in a good spot. Got a little bit of shade. It's hot out. It's probably upper 90s. Food plots all around us. But we kind of got this corn pinched in where it's pushing these deer towards us.
Well, you're just about set up. September 1st here in Nebraska, opening day of bow season. Couldn't hunt this morning. We hunt this alfalfa field. Didn't want to bump these deer off his field, but we set up on top, right over there, yesterday.
Realtree Road Trips is brought to you by Spartan, Arctic Shield, Backwoods Attraction, Chevy, Franke, and Realtree.
Oh, we saw another 30 deer. Saw a cow elk and a nice bull come in there behind her, so that was a cool hunt. Got some video of him. We're gonna make a little adjustment. There's one cedar tree on that end of the field down there that all the deer kind of gravitate towards for whatever reason. They feed around it. So we're gonna back up and punt tomorrow morning, maybe after the dove hunt, and go build a little ground blind in there and just tuck in that cedar tree. And
Like a natural blind?
Yep.
But I need this protein in case the wrestling match goes down.
Is he still bought into it?
We got him with a treble hook. He's done.